Hey guys, it's Teddy. I'm here with the FeenixV2 team, and really, they've asked that, hey, can you guys, can Teddy, right, do an AMA with them? And I took the opportunity. So we got on the Discord. I'm with them now, and we're literally going to go through and ask them some questions that I have that I've came up with. And this is a promotional AMA. The team reached out to me, and I decided, hey, I'm going to take you up on that offer, and I will ask the questions that need to be asked. So right off the bat, we have Fiddleish, who is the Solidity developer. So for those of you that don't know Solidity is really the code that does contracts on blockchain. So whether you're using ERC20, Ethereum blockchain, or BSC, Binance blockchain, Solidity is the key that brings that together. So Fiddleish, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Hampi is here, my second in command.
You're second in?
The other Solidity dev, also coder.
Yeah, so tell me more. How did you get into Solidity? What made you start FeenixV2? And was there a FeenixV1?
We can start from the start. I actually learned Solidity because I got rug pulled and I want to learn how the contract works and how to know these rug pulls. So I started learning coding in Solidity.
Yeah.
So that's how I started. And then Hampi was like, yeah, this sounds cool. I want to learn too. So he also learned.
And to be honest, learning Solidity, guys, anyone can learn Solidity. It is an open source code. You can go, put, remix.ethereum.org, make a contract. Yeah. You make a wallet. That wallet makes a contract. You want to explain that process a little for the people that want to protect themselves from rugs, Fiddleish? What have you learned?
What I've learned, you can actually see all the functions the contract have. Like if they can take out liquidity with a permit, or they can make mint tokens hidden and stuff like that. So I learned a lot.
So like really what I'm looking for is like, I've also delved into this contract space, right? Like one of the things that I see that people mismanage a lot is the idea of blacklisting wallets, hiding wallets. Like how do you have a pause on the blockchain contract? What is something that your contract does that other contracts may not do?
We actually don't have any English words. We don't have anything that's gonna restrict anyone. So the token is open for everyone, and everyone can buy as much as they want to sell as much as they want.
So there's no thing like, hey, I got a pre-sale on the FeenixV2, I sold my coins early, and you blacklist the wallet, and that's it. There's nothing like that.
No, because I think crypto should be open for everyone and not blacklisting and all that crap. Like those who have those, like if you sell in 24 hours, you're going to be hit with like a 25% tax. That's just bullshit. And also those who have sell limits and buy limits, that's also bullshit.
So what do you feel? Because now that I'm in this space, I understand there's two types of contracts really, right? There's the one that are deflationary reflections, cause reflections, and there's ones that are stable that don't really increase in volume. What do you think is the better fit and why?
Depends on what's going to use it for. Like in a use case for a play to earn, reflection is good in the start, but once you have play to earn, you can't have reflections, because if the transactions from the play to earn will also be reflection done, so your supply is going to get fucked really quick.
Yeah. And so how is FeenixV2 preventing the supply from being, really price manipulated, right?
Excuse me, that's two different questions.
It is, but I wanted you to tackle one or the other.
Yeah, the thing is, I can change the tax for reflection. So once the play to earn comes out, we have to turn off the reflection tax.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. I was asking what's the other question. I forgot it.
No, I'm trying to figure out how you protect your investment,
How you protect your investment?
Yeah, like how do I know you guys aren't gonna just change the tax on me, make it to 50, and then just dip?
You can actually see in the contract the highest tax we can put is 5%. So I limit the tax percentage too. So I can only put it between 0 and 5.
That's exactly why I asked. I wanted you to. I was feeding you that question
Ah,
there. 5%, guys. So the maximum is 5%. So even if
don't.
Fiddlish went crazy and he wanted to, run away with money, the max he's taken out is 5%. That means the community can continue to come together and make that token stable. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Awesome. So, what is the
So
first token that you got rug pulled on, and how much did you lose?
the first was some crappy token. Like I think it's almost a year ago. I just bought a random token and it was a honeypot, and I was like, fuck. Then I bought another token. I bought a lot of tokens just to see if I stroked the lottery. I did with one token, but the rest was just honeypots. So I was like, how the honeypots work. So I learned how honeypots work. It's quite simple actually. You just
Please,
make it on.
please explain more. How are you not a honeypot? How does a regular investor know that, hey, these guys, they're a honeypot without running through Token Sniffer? What are some of the ways that an investor can protect themselves?
You can check if they can change tax to 100%. Actually, Dextos does this for you. If they can change dev tax to a higher percentage, you won't be able to sell, or all the money goes to the dev tax.
I see. And then other things, right? What makes you a better Solidity contract maker than any other person in this field? What have you learned that not everyone, like myself, right? I'm very new. I didn't even know that, hey, you can make a contract in BSC, have the reflections in a different chain. And that's something you've learned, right? What else have you?
I learned so much. I'm absolutely not the best Solidity code in the world. I'm okay, I guess. I don't have hybrids in any way, so there's people who are much better than me in Solidity. I learn new things every day. There's actually a Solidity group on Telegram where we educate each other and help each other to make new stuff.
Oh man, I need to get into that group so I learn as well. But regardless, right? So one of the things that with honeypots is they also talk about like, hey, some wallets can buy and sell while others can't. Is that something in the contract that we can look for, or how does that work?
That's a code that says that everyone from the start is blacklisted. So once they buy, they can't sell because they're blacklisted, and only the dev wallets are whitelisted. If they have a list in the contract that says whitelist and have separate wallets in, you should watch out.
Okay. Other
That's
things when
pretty
it
cool.
comes to like holders of the token, right? How do you look for like percentages? Usually, Token Sniffer says, "Hey, if anyone holds more than 5%, that's a flag." How do you combat that? Because one, I've also read, diving deeper, as Token Sniffer says, anyone that holds more than 5% is a flag. But I've also seen that in order to get listed on exchanges and stuff, sometimes they ask for coins to be liquidated. How do you handle
They
that?
do. The thing is, when you make a list to exchange, you have to pay them first a fee because you want to get listed there, and then you have to give them tokens and ETH to match up so the price is right.
So the price is right. Come on
Yeah,
down.
that's a lot of people doesn't know that. So when they get listed on like L-Bank, the price is totally different from Uniswap because they just give them a few tokens and didn't have enough ETH to make it the price the same.
And the reason I ask this is because I know this is the thing that'll tell you if this team has a vision to go list on tokens. And you heard right from Fiddlish right now, guys, that hey, he has the expertise. He's already thought ahead and he's put tokens aside so that in case that listing comes, they're gonna have the liquidity to provide and be listed. Is that correct, Fiddlish?
Yeah, we won't go for a listing anytime soon though. The only listing I'm looking for is Cytomask once they get the shit together.
Aren't we all? Hopefully, they resolve the cache issue and we'll be good.
Yeah, I read a lot about them every day.
Yeah. So you are targeting Cytomask. Is that exclusive right now? We just heard from FeenixV2.
I haven't talked to Ross yet, but we will as soon as they fix it.
So we know that other tokens have listed on Cytomask, and one of the requests that they've done is to let go of release the contract. Right? Are you guys ready to do that? What are the advantages? What are the disadvantages?
Of the copyright of the contract?
Yeah, because they said in one of the reasons that Shinjo was delisted was because Cliff Fettner did not want to let go of the contract. I believe that's what the terminology is. I may be
Renounce it, you mean?
renounce the contract. Thank you. Oh my God, English. ESL. English is also my second language.
Same.
Regardless, what are the advantages? Are you guys ready to renounce your contract if you get a SataMask listing?
The thing is, we have to make a compromise with them because if we're gonna do the play to earn platform, we can't renounce it until everything is done there.
So this
'Cause,
is a huge thing. What you've said is if you're doing play to earn, in theory you cannot list on SataMask if you're a P2E project. Is that correct?
yeah, you can, but we want to turn off the reflections. If I renounce the contract, I can't turn off the reflections for the play to earn. That's gonna fuck us in the end.
And why is that?
Because if we both have reflections and play to earn, the transaction is gonna be like reflections of reflections of reflections. So there, when you have play to earn, every match played or every game played will have a transaction of money going to that person because he earned some money, and that thing is gonna be giving reflections out. And if we have like 1,000 players, there are gonna be reflections over reflections of reflections. So supply is gonna run out really quick, or the play to earn is gonna be very very weak, so they don't earn anything because it's get eaten by the reflection.
Because the reflections just keep getting eaten.
Yeah, the reflection will eat the play to earn.
I see.
Like
Wait,
if
so
we have
talking about play to earn, let's learn more about this. I don't know who the dev is, but I know you have a good background. So what is the play to earn that FeenixV2 is offering?
we're actually making 3 games, so we have different concepts for every game. The last one isn't even play to earn, that's like bet and play to earn. So you have to bet on your own team to be able to play. So it's more competitive.
Wait, so bet on your own team. So you make like what, a trading card game? What are we talking?
Yeah, the first game is going to be a trading card game. We should feature where you can farm tokens, like PvE matches, and also PvP matches where you can bet against other people. So there are two
so
ways to earn money
PvP is
there.
player versus player. So there's
Yeah.
one person that's a real guy, and there's another guy somewhere else that's a real guy. So there's no machine model where you're playing against the machine.
Yeah, that's the PvE section, is the player versus enemy, and that's an NPC.
Do you have a game coming out like that?
Yeah, the first game is gonna be like that. We're gonna have a campaign in it for like card games. So if you ever played Hearthstone, it's gonna be like that, but with NFTs.
I've never played. Please explain. What is this?
Have you ever seen Magic the Gathering?
I am not that nerdy, but I have seen that card game, and it's not nerdy. There's a lot of competition out there. I understand. The
Yeah.
MTG community
The
is
first,
gigantic.
yeah, the first game's gonna be like Magic the Gathering,
Okay.
with 2 options. You can play versus other people, and you can play versus an AI that we will construct as a campaign. So we'll actually face a lot of AIs.
Oh, okay. So Magic the Gathering. So you'll have cards, you'll have characters, you'll have lands, you'll have specials, right? Is that correct?
Uh, there's gonna be a theme to it all that I will reveal next week.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So
we're
guys,
having a
tune
sneak.
in next week. Fiddlish is gonna give us the breakdown.
Yeah, and that's gonna be a sneak peek of some of the NFTs that are in concept, almost ready.
Awesome. So talking about game development, right? So we've seen, people try to do swaps. We've seen the SataMask, whether it's an exchange or a swap. You guys are now in game dev. It's not, I mean, I guess you can call it an app, but really you're using rendering, you're using models, or is it just an NFT maker? I guess I'm trying to understand.
You need to have NFTs to play competitive in our game, the first game.
So I have to hold an NFT. If I hold that NFT, I can compete with that
You
NFT.
have to have a whole deck of NFTs to be able to play.
A whole deck of NFTs.
Yeah,
So how
and
many NFTs are we talking for a deck?
a deck is 30 cards.
So 30 NFTs. And what
Yeah.
is, and I'm very new to the NFT market. I hear it's $1 million industry, but what's like the cheapest way to enter into this market and get 30 NFTs from you guys?
Yeah, you can only use our NFTs because they're specially coded to only work with our game.
And the reason I bring that up is because recently I did do an AMA on you guys, and I had to look up, hey, is gambling allowed in cryptocurrency? And it looks like if it's not a fiat currency, meaning it's not a USD, it's not a global currency being used, they allowed this type of gambling. Is that why you went down this route?
Yeah.
Awesome.
It makes gaming more fun.
Well, I like winning money, you know, I guess it is a form of gambling. And I apologize. When I first read your website, I thought it was gambling like poker or blackjack. And now that you've given me
No.
this clarification, it's...
Yeah, I'm against casino play, so...
Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out, how do you make money unless you're a casino? But now you're telling me it's Magic the Gathering. So how do you make money? You've turned off reflections. How does the team make money from this?
The team, we get a little bit... actually, the platform is going to have a marketplace where you can trade your cards with other people for tokens or Ethereum or whatever. And we get a small percentage of every trade. And also we get a small percentage of every minting. So if people want to buy more card packages, because we're going to sell the NFTs in packages. So you get 5 random NFTs per package. And we get a small percentage of every buy and sell.
I see. And then how do you know if you've gotten a good card or NFT versus a bad card? Is it by value of the card, or how does it work?
Yeah, we're going to have different tiers of cards. There's going to be normal, rare, epic, and legendary. Not those words, because we probably get copy strike if we do that. But we're going to have like different tiers of cards and also different tiers of skins on them.
Okay. No, that makes sense. That literally makes sense. So now let's assume that you guys launch this game. Where is the game going to be hosted? Is it on this website, or how do people access the game?
Actually, Project Phoenix is the platform that's going to be the launchpad for crypto games. Like on every blockchain, because we're going to have a cross bridge. You can launch Polygon games, you can launch BCS games, you can launch every game. They have to apply to be using our platform as a launchpad. Also, if someone is a game developer and not a Solidity coder, so they just want to make a game and they want the blockchain to be involved, they can contact us and we will help them. So they can have their game launched from our platform, and also they get a small percentage of every transactions, and we earn a small percentage of every transaction too.
So I've seen games like, what is it, Wolfcaster from Saitama. They have like that Mario type theme, right? One guy goes through. Is that the type of gaming you're talking about, or would you stick with the NFT like type games?
I won't be doing any games that looks like they are from like 20 years ago.
Oh man, you are coming strong at Saitama team right now.
Yeah, we'll be doing real games. That's actually from this year.
Are we thinking anything in the metaverse?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right for timelines, right, Fiddleish, what are we thinking for timelines? Like, how difficult? Because I'm new to this space. Contracts, I understand, but game development is not my expertise. Like, how long does it take to make a game, or do they get beta tested? Can we get a beta test in there? I guess these are the things I'm trying to find out.
Everybody will get a beta test. So everyone that holds the token will have a chance to try the games before we launch them. Also, we want people to try this so we can find bugs. Same with the platform. People will be able to try it with fake tokens and stuff like that, and fake trade, and see if everything works.
So we can try and break this platform, is what you're saying.
Yeah, break it as hard as you can so I can fix it so it's better.
Is there a CertiK audit coming? Because breaking the platform is one of the things that Saitama team got a 3 out of 5 in the CertiK audit. Are you guys going to CertiK audit this NFT platform?
The thing is, I don't want to talk shit about any company, but CertiK actually has done in the Solidity group, they're talking about they have done a lot of copy-paste work. So they're like telling people that their contracts are shit and this function doesn't work, even though the token doesn't even have that function coded. Mm-hmm. So CertiK is getting very sloppy. So we're actually discussing now in the Solidity group what audits that are really good. So
for the people that don't know, and everyone's like, hey, CertiK's the gold standard, What other
It's not.
auditing? Because I've heard of RM Docs and Xeon. They have that same type of platform. What other platforms exist other than Certic?
There are so many.
So what would give like me an investor like, hey, yeah, they went through auditing, but it wasn't Certic, but it was these guys. Like, I guess I'm trying to find out who those guys are.
Actually, right now, there's a lot of talk like those guys in the group could do a better auditing and any audit so far, but they're not trusted. So if you want to do it for commercial, I would go for Certic. If you want to do it for real, maybe Certic and another, not just Certic.
So you would do a dual audit, not just Certic.
Yeah. And the thing is, I don't get why people do audits on the contracts.
I don't get it either. I have Token Sniffer. I can go through all of this, you know?
No, because if they find a flaw in the contract, like there's actually one funny thing. They say it's a flaw if people can't take money out of the contract, but it's also a flaw if people can take money out of the contract.
It's a flaw if you can't take money out of the contract. If you can, it's also a flaw. There's no winning
Yeah.
with them.
So if people send money to the contract, because people do that sometimes for no reason at all, because they don't know how to trade, they can't take them back. But if you have a code that they can take it back, it's also a flaw. So it's really funny, actually.
Oh man. Okay, that explains why Certic audit may not be the route for gambling then.
Yeah, we could use them too, but the thing is, once you have a audit on a contract, you can't actually change anything in a contract, so you have to relaunch if you want Certic to be happy about it.
Okay. Wait, so right now, Fiddlish, we're looking at almost 230 plus holders. How do you get to the 2,000 to 5,000 you have for phase 2?
Slow and steady, I think, like we're doing now. It
Slow
looks
and
fine.
steady.
Yeah, because we don't have any dumps. It's going cool.
Yeah, I do
like
agree. I feel like you just keep hitting all-time highs. If it dips or pulls back a little, it continues to pump because you're still so early into this
Yeah.
space.
Right now, Ethereum is pulling us down.
Yeah, all across the board today, right?
Yeah, once you pair a token on the Ethereum blockchain, you always pair it with Ethereum. So if Ethereum falls, the token falls. So
I see.
that's an issue.
I agree. That is an issue. Wait, so I know I already asked this, but...
Yeah, it was.
And was that a rug pull?
No, it wasn't. Those who was here from the start know how everything happened. We made a contract, but it had flaws because we didn't get, as you said, the coding to make everything in ETH didn't work. So we have to remake the whole contract. So I remade a contract and we migrated, and the migration was even told everyone like 20 minutes. I give you 20 minutes if you don't believe me, sell, because after these 20 minutes you won't be able to sell for 30 minutes until I'm done.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and they also got options like either we can make this like I refund everyone and then we start over, or I migrate. So they both did, and yeah, we migrated.
So was there a refund that happened, or you just migrate?
We migrated because no one wanted a refund.
Okay, so the original holders that hold FeenixV1 currently hold FeenixV2.
Yeah.
Okay. And was the vision for FeenixV1 the same? NFT, gaming, and all this?
Yeah, we just made a flaw in the contract, so we had to remake a contract.
Okay. And now you guys have thought ahead. You're now a Solidity developer. You've thought about the liquidity of the tokens. You've thought about the dev wallet, the marketing wallet, reflections.
Everything works now. So
everything works now. So we're feeling confident. And what assurance can you give us, Fiddlish, that you are just not going to leave us all high and dry and just disappear on us? Like, how do we know? Because as far as I know you guys are doxed on the website. But, you know, these are questions that many investors have.
The thing is, I locked the liquidity for 248 years, so I can't rug pull anyone, even if I had a feeling to do it, which I don't. So in 248 years, I can start rug pulling people.
Okay, so your kids will...
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, very interesting. So, do you have partners that you've teamed up with? You've talked about other devs underneath you. Is there a partner relationship, or is it just you as the primary lead?
I am the lead. I talk with other coders, both game coders and Solidity coders, every day uh, to learn new things.
And to learn new things. But I guess let me rephrase this. So, in order to get your token and lock the liquidity, right? Did anyone else put into the liquidity, or was it just solely you?
The liquidity was made from the pre-sale.
Okay, you got it from
Yeah,
the pre-sale, then you locked the
yeah,
liquidity.
yeah. If you, uh, sorry, English. The thing is with liquidity, once I put in tokens as a pairing, I get liquidity tokens, and when people buy, those liquidity tokens are worth more. So I just lock the liquidity tokens. Same thing now, we have a wallet with like 60% of the tokens. That's because I didn't want to ruin the price, so I need more ETH to pair it with Phoenix. So we're gonna do that in every dip that we're gonna put in, so the pool gets bigger and we get more liquidity tokens, and those tokens gonna be locked too. You can see that on the Unicrypt every time we lock, and I will also tell people that we locked these ones too for 248 years or 69 years or for 20 years or something.
Okay, so that 60% that's being held, that'll reduce as well.
That will be reduced to the 200 trillion that's going to be put into the platform later.
Okay. No, makes sense, makes sense. Let's see, what else did we not talk about? So we talked about gaming. We talked about, okay, website, right? I know your UI developer's not here, but I did look at your website and it is a WordPress website. And, you know, no matter where you are from IT, you either love WordPress or you hate WordPress because it's too simple. What is your feeling? Is the WordPress going to stay? Are we going to go to a more UI based web page? What's going on? Like different, like Angular, React JS, like these are the things I'm wondering.
I have no idea about that because Rattle has that for himself. So
I see, I see.
I gave him all the power of the website. I was like, make it look good. He was like, yeah, I'm going to make you proud. So this is the first version, and we're going to add more, and then we're going to change it up to a better version. And he also warns everyone in beforehand because the web page is down while we do maintains on it.
Okay, so you have like maintenance schedules. You're gonna put up a banner that says, "Hey, we're down for maintenance," so it doesn't look like, "Oh my God, they rugged," and people freak
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
So let's talk DDoS protection because that seems to be the new thing, especially with my channel. How do you prevent your application or even your NFT platform from going down?
Uh, we will actually hire really good backend coders and have a third-party hosting so that if they can't DDoS us, they have to DDoS them, and then if they DDoS them, they will go directly to our web page. So they have to DDoS us both to be able to DDoS us.
Yeah, makes sense. Have you considered any third-party provider for hosting, or are you going to
Not
let
yet.
the developers pick what their easiest to adapt to?
Actually, for the games, the developers can choose because it's their game. I'm just the one hosting the platform. So I will choose for the platform, and people who host the games will choose for the games.
Okay. How long do you, I mean, from your experience, have you ever seen a gaming rollout in the NFT world? How long does that normally take?
Depends. There are some really, really cool games coming out for the blockchain, and they have taken like over a year. And there are some really, really, how can I put it, like Nintendo 16-bit like, and they take like a month to make.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like you can make a Super Mario version of your your game if you want to, in like if you work really hard and know what you're doing, like in 2 weeks.
Yeah. No, 2 weeks makes sense. I mean, if you find the right dev team, they can spin up these proof of concepts. And once you have a proof of concept, you make that version one. You make it, scalable. You put security on there. You do everything you need to make it enterprise, right?
Yeah, and I'm also all about giving people a chance. So we're actually gonna look for every game is gonna have a team of newly students from gaming schools. who make games just want to get out there because it's really hard for people to get into gaming making world.
Okay. No,
And
that makes sense.
and I want fresh minds.
You want fresh minds because it doesn't matter in this space how long you've done IT. It doesn't matter how long you've done game development. This is all relatively new tech. It's under 15 years old, you know, so it makes sense. You're looking for the fresh faces. You want new people in there. I like it.
Yeah.
So tell me something more about this trading card game NFT. You've told me that there's 30 cards total per player, but how much is the total supply of NFTs? And then I know something about NFTs. Sometimes you have to mint them. People draw them. Are you guys getting drawers or are they computer generated? How are you protecting the copyright on the NFT?
Haven't gone that far yet into the NFTs.
Okay.
We will figure a way out. People will have to mint them themselves to be able to play the game. But you can buy them in game for our currency later on too. So
when we buy them in game in your currency, are they already minted?
Yeah, but they are shuffled and randomized.
Okay, so it's better we come with our own decks.
Yeah. The thing is, there will be like monthly drop downs of some NFTs. You can always get the old ones in a limited edition. Everything is limited edition except for the basic cards that everyone will have, because you want people to be able to play the game even though they don't have NFTs, and try it and see if they like it. And if they like it, they will buy NFTs and play it versus players.
I see. Are there ever any like NFT giveaways? Like, hey, we're giving away this rare card. You have to like and follow this Twitter, you know, or something like that?
We will never give away precise cards. Maybe a deck or something like a card package, but never specific cards, because that would be like pay to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't pay to win, man. I just want to throw money at it. Look at you.
Yeah. If you can throw money at it and get the cards, but other people also have those cards. So, and people will be able to buy them from the marketplace. So if you want to make a top-notch deck and be the number one player, you have to pay up.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. So like if your deck is valued a little bit more, it could mean you could be a little bit better. And if it's valued less, it could mean...
It's the same with every card game. Like if you have a lot of Magic Gathering cards, you will be better than someone who just have like 5 cards. You won't even be able to play with 5 cards. So
the only card game I've ever actually explored is Pokemon trading card game, and that was depressing. Have you ever played Pokemon trading card game?
No, but I collect them when I was a kid.
I mean, damn, those must be worth money now if you still have those.
Yeah, I don't. That's so sad.
Oh,
My mom gave them away some years ago.
So the reason I bring that up is because now in the real world, right, as you hold on to those legacy Pokemon cards, now they're worth X amount of values. If I get a Generation 1 NFT, is it safe to assume that that value will increase over time?
Yeah, because the Generation 1 will never be minted again the month after.
So that means get your NFTs right as soon as they drop and then hold on.
Yeah, because also we have a limit on how many card package you can mint from those seasonal, and then we will always have a pool of those cards who always will be there.
Oh, okay. So there's like the general pool of cards that everyone gets.
Everyone can get. There are also a pool of cards that everyone will have from the start.
Okay.
Yeah, it's mostly used for the beta, so people can test it.
So right now, you guys are hosting a website. What are you hosting this website on? Are we allowed to know?
That's on Google Domains.
It's on Google Domains. So no GoDaddy, none of that.
No.
So that could potentially mean if you ever wanted to go scale and stick with Google, you could be GCP, Google Cloud Platform.
We can do a lot.
Very interesting. Other areas I want to also touch on is basically talking about cross-chain. I know you mentioned Polygon. Like, how does cross-chain NFTs really work? Can you tell us more?
The NFTs won't be cross-chain.
The NFT won't be cross-chain, so I can't.
No, our NFTs will only be used on our games, so they can only be used on the Ethereum.
Okay. Yeah, I had a note that you said something about Polygon, so I wasn't sure
Yeah,
what.
the platform is gonna be cross-bridged, so you can actually play Polygon games on our platform.
Okay, I misunderstood. The platform is a bridge that literally you can play on any
Any
chain.
blockchain you want. Yeah.
Okay. No, that makes sense. Okay, that
Yeah,
thanks for
we're
that.
still in the development process, thinking about the platform. We're thinking about maybe making it to a wallet, so you don't have to connect your wallet. You can just send the tokens you want to have on the platform to your wallet on the platform. But then we have the risk of people getting hacked, so we don't know yet. There's a lot of things to think about.
Yes, and other things because many tokens approach me and kind of want similar things, right? Once you say you're a Solidity dev, they all come to you for contracts, right? So one of the things is like when these contracts are made, um, how do I know like really that this contract is a valid contract? Where do I go in order to check that you guys are legit? This contract's not going to screw me over. Is it I have to go in and use a token sniffer like tool, or how do like a regular person validate this?
Read the contract.
So you have to learn it, or you have to trust someone that already does this development, looks at the contract and goes, "Yeah, guys, this looks good."
Yeah, actually, as it looks right now, token sniffer is not 100%. If you use token sniffer on our token, it will say we have 2% tax, but we actually have 9. So yeah, token sniffer is off on some points, but it's actually good for using if you want to see if the token is bought or copy paste.
Is bot or copy paste, because how many
Yeah,
tokens have I seen that are copy paste and it's like, hey, this contract is similar to this contract and these 7 contracts rugged.
yeah, there's a lot of them.
So talking about this, right? So we know there's a dev and we know there's a marketing fee that's coming out, and we know I think what you're a main dev, maybe there's 2 other devs underneath you, so that dev wallet is going right to you. And when you go and you find a development group, is there enough taxation, reflections coming out to this wallet that you're able to ramp up as quickly as you can? Because raising a development team, from scratch, if you don't have a partner, can get quite expensive, right?
Yeah, no. The thing is that our percentage is quite low, but as we gain volume, it gets big really quick. Like we have 5% total in the marketing wallet. It's 4 for marketing and 1 for payroll for me and the other in the team. And yeah, it goes up really quick right now. And when we have like 10x in volume, it will go 10x bigger. So it will be quite easy to pay everyone.
So what you're saying is, if I get in now and the token gets really big, it's pretty good.
Yeah. Like now, we fill the marketing wallet to like almost 1 ETH a day, and we have quite low volume. So once we hit like 10x, it will be insane.
Phyllis, I have one question. When Lambo?
Yeah. I wouldn't. I'm an old mechanic, so don't buy Lambo.
Don't buy Lambo. What's your go-to car, man?
Mine.
No, like what's your dream car, right?
A Nissan GTR, I think, the old one, or
Nissan
Skyline,
GTR. Wow.
or Nissan Skyline R33 or 34.
Nissan Skyline all the way, bro. Come on.
I can also go for a BMW M3 E30.
Oh no! Don't tell people you're a BMW driver. They'll bring you down. People don't like BMW drivers on the road.
No one likes BMW drivers. Not even BMW drivers like the other BMW drivers.
It's not the same. Like I drive a Mercedes, and it's like when another Mercedes sees me, they're like, "Oh, this guy's trying to turn. Let me stop." But a BMW guy, there is no love. They're like, "Oh, that guy also has a BMW." No.
No, we just try to race each other and scream at each other. That guy didn't blink before he turned, but so then you do actually the same thing. You don't blink either.
That's what happens. You push these mannerisms onto other BMW drivers.
Yeah.
All right, let me see what else. So I think I covered the game. I've covered the website. I've covered your tokenomics. I've covered your contract. Is there anything I'm missing that you need to tell me?
The platform, I guess.
Yeah,
The whole
tell me
concept.
about it.
Yeah, the platform is gonna be the foundation of everything. The platform is gonna have where you can buy your token directly from your card, and you can trade your token because we're gonna have it like Uniswap routed, so you can trade your tokens to other tokens and look at graphs, just like you can do in exchanges. So it will be quite easier for people to see all the tokens. It's going to be very easy to use, very simple to use, so everyone can use it. Also, we're going to have a section, a forum section. So when new people come and want to learn, there will actually be other developers and coders and stuff like that talking there and discussing things, so you can read stuff. Also tutorials, how you trade, how you start up making codings and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to invite everyone in the world to the crypto world. So
Wait, so I have a question, right? So one of the things that we've learned from many of these tokens is sometimes they overpromise, underdeliver. How are you making sure that you're not going to do the same thing? Where when I get to phase 2 and there's no NFT platform, how are you going to make sure your investor feels protected? Is there weekly AMAs? What are the points that you are hitting on so that way we feel good as investors?
once we come a bit further on the platform, we're actually gonna stream the work so people can see how far we are into the process, and we're gonna show everyone like once a week or twice a week when we work on it, so people see how far we have come and what features it brings, and people can actually write criticisms like, yeah, this looks shit, do something new with that and change this and change that, and I was like, yeah, this thing is for you guys, I just want to make it.
Okay, so there won't be like, hey, I'm an official of FeenixV2, and they start telling us updates. You will like try and normalize your updates through an official Twitter, or you by yourself, like, hey, these are the updates. Like that's how you're gonna, prevent people from over promising and under delivering. Is that
uh,
fair?
we used to have like video calls like 3 times a week before, and I was like talking how far I've come and what's the next step and stuff like that. It's been a bit low on that for now because we have so much to do, but I actually want to make that happen, so we have like video calls once or twice a week where I can update everyone where we're heading and how
And
far we have come.
that video call is going to be on your website, YouTube, Twitter, where?
Telegram, so people can still ask questions, or in
Okay.
Discord.
So you're a big Telegram and Discord shop. So gaming, gaming and Discord are hand in hand. So that makes sense. I'm pretty new
Yeah,
to Telegram. I don't fully understand, but I will get adapted because it sounds like that's where all the Solidity devs are hiding, and I'm feeding.
yeah.
I'm trying to
Uh,
find answers, and I'm like, oh, I don't know how to do this.
Personally, I think Telegram is a much weaker version of Discord. I think Discord is much better.
Oh, so you were happy when I asked for a Discord
Yeah,
AMA?
actually. Holy shit.
You're like,
My
damn, this
microphone,
guy gets it. He gets it.
my microphone and stuff like that bugs the fuck out on Telegram.
Yeah. Even when I was on it, I'm like, oh, this is interesting. If there's no filter, it's just I'm doing like a Snapchat call or something.
Also in Discord, I can make different sections on everything so people can find what they want, and not one big chat we have to scroll for an eternity just to find something.
Yeah. I saw that your Discord is very nice. It's organized well. You got the shout outs, you got the community.
Yeah,
So you
this
linked
is
up the tweets from Twitter, you found bots, and you got this all working, right?
I haven't put in the bots yet because this Discord isn't used as it should yet. Because a friend of mine is gonna help me update it to a much modern version of it. So when you make a voice chat, it will actually not be a stale voice chat. When you click on it, it will create a new chat room for you that you decide it's gonna be locked or not.
Oh wow. So it's that
Yeah,
secure, so you can literally get in there.
yeah. So actually, if someone wants to have a private conversation with someone, they can just like, yeah, click my room, and they create a new room, and they can talk together in private if they want help with something.
Wow. So that's interesting because one of the things with the gaming platform, you also want that voiceover as well. So you're talking to the other participant. Is Discord going to be that primary form of connection, or how do people, or is there going to be no interaction with the other player?
if you've seen, I don't know if you're a really big gamer, but it's actually a game where you don't have like a search for players mechanism. So the only way to find players to play with is through Discord. And we're gonna use the same concept. If you're gonna play a game, you can actually go into Discord and create a room, and people join that room, and then you can add each other as friends on the platform and play games together or against each other.
Okay, no, that makes sense. And for those naysayers out there, Discord bots are very versatile. You can code them to do anything. Like, hey, 2 people in a room, go launch something, random number, generate me something, let's play war together. So it's very plausible that the FeenixV2 team can do this. Let me see.
There's a lot of things you can do with the server boosted server.
Yeah, and you're gonna max out on all the boosts because you winning 3,000 to 5,000 users on here.
Yeah, I will max it out once we got it updated.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, so I will pay it from my own pocket. It's like, I think it is 200 or 300 bucks a month or something.
Yeah, you say, I think it's only 300 bucks a month, but bro, for an average, person coming into the gaming world, I mean, when I was a gamer, I barely had money. I had to go like, hey, mom, dad, can you give me 20 bucks to play RuneScape?
I know that feeling.
Yeah. So like, the gaming world, especially for us crypto investors, this is one of the downsides that I see, because how do you get someone that's older than me to start playing these Magic the Gathering type card games and understand it? I feel like that market is so niche, but it could be worth it,
There is one way to make everyone play games. And actually, it's quite simple. I just tell you, play this game and you earn money. That's a funny thing.
I mean, that's true, because when I found out about your website and I was like, hey, isn't there another like gambling crypto out there? And I was like, horse racing. I'm like, and you're like, no, Tedi, we're NFT. All right.
Also, like the last game is gonna be esport games, so that thing's gonna be really huge. The NFTs for that game is only visuals, so you don't get like upper hand because you have nice NFTs. It's just like your weapon is gonna look really cool if you have nice NFTs.
Oh, so it's skins basically.
Yeah.
I see. No, that makes sense. I like that a lot.
Yeah, because that's gonna be a competitive game with only skills. So if you're really, really good at that game, you're gonna make so much money. And if you're really trash at that game, I'm sorry, you're not gonna make any money.
That makes sense. I'm the same way with Super Smash Brothers. I'm so trash and all my friends are better than me, and I'm like, dude, I will never get there. All right.
Yeah.
I think I've covered a lot. What do you think? Is there anything else I'm missing? We talked platform. I think I've hit all the big things.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, you tell me. You tell the investors, Fiddlish. What else? Why should I, a regular dude, a regular sometimes gamer, invest in FeenixV2?
Because we're gonna change the whole fucking community.
You're gonna change the entire industry.
Yeah, the whole gaming industry, also the crypto world.
No, I completely understand. And the fact that you guys, come from an area where you've been rugged and you've legit been on your lowest low, and you continue to be like, hey, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to continue. I'm going to learn this myself. Like, that speaks miles. Like, you guys are well ahead of other projects that are coming into this space. It sounds like you've already gone through this once. You know that your contract has to be on point, because if you miss any step, you're going to have to start over. And there'll be others, right? So you've learned. I really appreciate that a lot as an investor. Like, that speaks miles, right?
Yeah, and also we're not gonna rush this. Like, yeah, we're gonna make a rushed version. It's gonna be crap, but it's gonna generate money. I actually, if it's crap, I won't release anything until it's good.
Wow.
I'm not here. Yeah, I'm not here to make like. I don't hold any tokens at all. So I'm just here to make the platform. The platform is my dream, and also the gaming community. So
you don't have to hold tokens. You get those. You got a wallet. Don't lie to me.
I don't got a wallet.
Yeah, you have a dev wallet. You have to pay yourself somehow.
Yeah. I only gonna pay myself so I can pay my bills.
Yes.
Because I had to quit my job. I used to be a forklift driver, so
yeah. Dude, I mean, like some of the best developers I've ever met are usually people that aren't even from the IT industry. And then I'm like, bro, I went to school for this. I did computer engineering with computer science. And you're sitting here. You're like, oh, I went to school for physics and now I do IT. I'm like, what the heck?
Both me and Hampi are electricians by trade, so
Oh, wow. Licensed electricians. I like it.
yeah, I just didn't want to work with it because the first years are so lowly paid. So I went to like industry work instead because it's better pay.
Oh man, the only reason I ever reach out to electrician, I'm like, hey, I'm making a new mining rig. Can you put in a 20 amp thing in here so I can run a miner? They get so mad, bro, because you know it's ethically, it's mining is an issue.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, I think guys that covers it for this AMA. I really appreciate you, Fiddlish, being on. I know the other developer for the UI could not be on, but I've heard good things from you. I think it really gives the investors confidence in what they're getting when they invest in Phoenix V2 and how early this is, right? We are all early. Guys, less than 300 holders. When I got into Clifford Inu, it was like 2,000. Look at them now, right? So early is good. I like what I hear. And on that note, I think I'm going to end this AMA.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, guys, I appreciate your time. Thanks for having me. Noble King Cali also set this up. Appreciate you, man. Fiddlish, nice talking to you. Until next time.
Yeah,